Hey guys, welcome back to Elune. I've got another great video for you. But before I get started, let me just say thank you to all of those who have been liking, subscribing, and pressing the bell button on these videos. It's greatly appreciated. Like I said about 30 days ago when I started posting videos, my goal was originally 200 subscribers within my first month. We've already pushed past 200 subscribers, and now we're looking for 250 before September 1st. I know that we can do that. We have a great community with this game. I'm very curious to see how far we as a community can push a channel like this up to 1,000 subscribers, how fast we can do that. So with all that being said, let me get straight into the video. And what we're going to be talking about today is going to be the power of the passive. The passive that these Elunes have sometimes get overlooked. We don't think about how well they work with some of the other Elunes in the game. So I wanted to point some of the things out that I've been looking at and some of the things that I've been thinking about when building my teams for the arena. I have some arena gameplay that I'm going to put into the video after I get through talking. I also have some gameplay of the final stage of the Chaos Tower so that you guys can see a little bit about how I tackled that and how I was able to beat the Chaos Tower. I know that it was also something that some people might be finding challenging. Okay, I had to change things up a little bit, but after I changed it up, it was actually almost a cakewalk. And you'll see that almost my entire team went down whenever I went back in to do it again, with the exception of 3 people, or 3 heroes. And those 3 heroes took on the entire enemy team and beat it without a problem. So definitely something you want to check out. Let's talk about the passives real quick, and I'm going to be mainly talking about passives of 3 of the Elunes that I've been using in the arena. And the reason why is because whenever I am attacking, whenever I'm the attacker, I don't have to worry about much. If I go in and I attack somebody and I don't win, I learn what I need to adapt, and I will change those things and go back in, and normally I get the win. It's rarely that you find a team that has such a great defense that you can't beat them after changing some things up. So what I'm looking for and where I'm losing my battles is actually on my defense, because that's the way that it works. People adjust and they go back in and they win if they didn't win the first time. So it's hard to upgrade the gear right now because it's so expensive to upgrade the gear. So you try to get your speed right where you want it with everybody. It's hard to do. So what I've started focusing on instead is the passives. And one of the passives that I want to talk about on Mikazuki, if you go to her skills, she's got great skills. Those are going to be very beneficial when playing in the arena. However, the intangible illusion, the presence of a specter, may be detected, but it cannot be physically contacted. Increase evade rate by 50% when receiving attacks from an enemy with a debuff. Remember that, they must have a debuff. Cast the spell effect that seals the enemy for 2 turns when evading an attack. If you want to see what seals is, or if you want to see what any of these things are, you can click on it and then you can scroll down wherever it says the definition. It'll tell you what it is. Seals is basically means that they can only use their S1. So it disables skills that consume souls. So with that being said, you disable them from doing anything with the exception of their main attack. Now, not a whole lot of Elunes can do a whole lot if they can only hit you with their main attack. That's not their specials. It's not what's going to freeze you up. So it's very beneficial if you can get people locked down that way. Now, we have to have a debuff. Alright, so who we're using for the debuff is Arslan. And he also has another skill that's very helpful, and that's going to be the Fierce Cry. Fierce Cry is great, not only in the arena, but also when you get to Chaos Tower. You're going to see how I use him there, and he helps dominate that Chaos Tower. So Fierce Cry is going to be very beneficial. Paralysis for 2 turns. It's not leveled up because I just got him like maybe 2 days ago. I got him, and then I got a repeat of him shortly thereafter. And by the way, guys, I haven't spent any money on the game. This is free to play for the most part. I spent some money maybe a month ago, and it was just for like some seeds or something. So nonetheless, with all those things being said, very free to play, friendly game. Keep on playing it. I think you're going to enjoy it very much if you haven't already decided that this is the game for you. So what I'm looking for here is Overwhelm. Overwhelm. A beastly presence overwhelms and induces fear in enemies. At the start of each wave, inflicts a weakening effect on all enemies that reduces evade. So it will reduce their evade rate. They won't be able to evade as well, but that is a debuff. That's the debuff we're looking for, so that now Mikazuki can use Intangible Illusion. Alright, also somebody else that I've placed on the team, I'm placing these two on the front line. That's going to be McCarthy and Mikazuki. They're the two in front, and then everybody else is behind. I want them taking the majority of the damage. I want them taking the majority of the hits, because if they're going for Mikazuki, they're going to get locked down. They're only going to be able to use their skill 1. If they go for McCarthy and they kill him, it's going to be 2 free attacks, basically. And they're going to be less expensive. So, got some great skills here, as usual. I'm not going to go over the skills, but what I want to go over, the main one, is a Resolve of the Deceased. Momentarily escapes death through a powerful will to live. After receiving a killing blow, users will be revived, or the user will be revived with 1 HP and be immune to damage and status effects for 2 turns that are taken consecutively before finally dying. Reduce soul consumption of all skills by 2 during the consecutive attack. So, it can only be used once whenever you're in the arena, but that's fine. That's all you needed. 2 attacks back to back, and they cost 2 souls left. That is extremely beneficial. Now, I understand that a smart player can avoid McCarthy until the last minute, but let me tell you also, if they're avoiding him, but they have already taken quite a bit of damage, and then they finally kill him, even though he is technically dead, he gets those two final shots off, and he kills the entire team, you win. Because he's the last man standing regardless. And you're going to see a pretty neat little effect at the end of one of the battles that I put in here. But there is some other heroes in the game. There are some other heroes in the game that have great passives that I am looking for. The Panda, by the way, bane of my existence in the arena. This dude right here will get some things done. I stopped using Reyna because everybody complains about Reyna, although I don't think she's any more broke than Chloe. To be quite honest with you, Chloe is strong, and I think Reyna is strong also. Her first attack, not that great. The second attack that actually locks them down, yeah, that's awesome. And then obviously the big teddy bear out of the sky, that's I can see how people get frustrated with it. But where I'm from, that's called an equalizer. If you're going up against somebody bigger and badder than you, you find an equalizer. So anyhow, with all those things being said, I'm going to have the gameplay play here shortly. First thing I'm going to have play is going to be the Chaos Tower. You can see how that worked out. And then after that, you're going to see some of the arena. You're going to see that Mikazuki is going to lock a few people down to where all they can use is their S1, and that helps to win the fight. Guys, if you have ideas of how teams synergize and how some hero might work better with another and their passives work together well, then put those comments down below and let's talk about it. Let's come up with some really good ideas of some arena teams, and let's go from there. I've got one more Elune that I'm looking for that I don't have, that's an epic, and once I get her, I'm throwing her in there, and I think I'm gonna have a great defense. So with all those things being said, guys, I appreciate you, and as always, we're gonna see you next time. Alright guys, here we are on the Chaos Tower. I'm going to go into the 66th floor, which I've already cleared with 3 stars. But we'll go ahead and jump in here, and I'll show you a little bit about how I went through the process. I had to change up my game plan a little bit. But remember, this video is all about the power of the passive. And you're going to see here, obviously Fahrenheit's passive is going to have an effect on us, as it usually does. So we are disarmed at the moment. There's a good chance that somebody is going to die before we become armed again, because he disarmed my shield. Because these guys are extremely strong right now. So with everybody being disarmed, yep, we lose one of our Elunes. two of our Elunes. Probably not going to make this.
제게 맡겨주십시오. 수리가 필요한 건 누구야?
오거라, 애송이들.
수리가 필요한 건 누구야?
Alright, everybody is currently locked up. Let's start taking out some of our damage dealers.
제게 맡겨주십시오.
오거라, 애송이들.
제게 맡겨주십시오.
오거라, 애송이들.
수리가 필요한 건 누구야?
오거라, 애송이들.
Alright, we've got one
수리가 필요한
that
건
is not
누구야?
frozen anymore.
제게 맡겨주십시오.
Had a little bit of luck there.
오거라, 애송이들.
Uh-oh.
제게 맡겨주십시오.
So all it takes is one hit, and it will take our heroes out. So,
수리가 필요한 건 누구야?
okay, two of them survived that. Let's take this one.
제게 맡겨주십시오.
오거라, 애송이들.
Hope this works.
제게
Good.
맡겨주십시오. 수리가 필요한 건 누구야?
Let's go for her.
오거라, 애송이들.
Again.
제게 맡겨주십시오.
And let's see.
수리가 필요한 건 누구야?
오거라, 애송이들.
제게 맡겨주십시오.
Okay.
수리가 필요한
Big
건
boy
누구야?
over there is moving again.
제게 맡겨주십시오.
Not anymore. Now their healer's up and running again.
오거라, 애송이들.
수리가 필요한 건 누구야?
Still up and running.
제게
Not anymore.
오거라, 애송이들.
And let's take her out.
이젠 봐주지 않겠네.
수리가 필요한 건 누구야?
The damage is not going to be that great anyhow.
제게 맡겨주십시오.
So we'll see if we freeze them up a little longer.
오거라, 애송이들.
제게 맡겨주십시오. 수리가 필요한 건 누구야?
Chloe.
오거라, 애송이들.
제게 맡겨주십시오. 수리가 필요한 건 누구야?
Alright, we don't have to worry too much about
이젠
any
봐주지
DPS.
제게 맡겨주십시오. 수리가 필요한 건 누구야?
않겠네. 오거라, 애송이들.
Yeah, we lost some heroes here, but we still won the fight.
수리가 필요한
So this duo, if you have them, between Chloe and Arslan, obviously is going to work out very well for you in the later sections of the tower. So just something to give a try, something I wanted to throw out there. Maybe it'll help some of you guys out. Maybe some of you guys haven't been lucky enough to get either of these two, I don't know. But I hope it does help out. I'm sure there are other options and other ways to beat the tower, but this is what worked for me. So there we go. Evaded, so now we notice that she can only use her primary attack now. Evaded again.
준비해뒀네.
Yeah, if we kill that guy too fast, we're gonna have a problem.
뮤직. 좋아. 레디 뮤직. 좋아.
That was evaded by Mikazuki. That's evaded by Mikazuki. So 3 of our guys over here can only use their primary attack now. Now let's just well, I say let's stun everybody and see, as long as we don't kill McCarthy. Even if we do kill McCarthy, maybe we'll live. I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Okay, things aren't looking pretty. But McCarthy's out of the way. And now let's see how bad we can hurt them. Not bad enough. Looks like we're probably going to be losing this one. I could have buffed the attack rate. That would have helped out a lot. We've got some people stunned. See if we can stun the rest. Wei does not want to be stunned. Do it again. Who's our... let's do this. And that's going to be it for us. All right, let's go ahead and put a shield up. Didn't even get a chance to evade. That sucks. All right, still win the fight. That's kind of cool.